Yes, sir, baby. On the radar. Very special guest here with me today. Billy B is here with me today. What up?
You already know what's going on, Gabe.
I'm so excited. Yo, and the best part about this interview is because I just hit you in the DM one night. I was like, yo, everybody keeps coming on here talking about Billy, right? Obviously, I've heard of you for a couple years now, because I said I listened to the old Fergie record that y'all did. Obviously, you did the record with Fergie on his new project. You got the record with Lola. Lola was on here 2 months talking about you, and I was like, okay, we got to make this happen. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I finally was like, one night I was like, I'm going to DM her. And then you got back to me at like 3 a.m. and I woke up the next morning. I was like, oh, that was easy.
Yeah, as soon as I seen it, I'm like, oh shit, okay, yeah, I hit you right back.
Because I don't know if I saw you comment on the Lola freestyle. I don't know how that worked.
I did comment on Lola.
You did, right?
I think I reposted it too.
You did. I fuck with you. Thank you. That's love.
No problem.
Because it was funny because I think
my dog.
Yeah, don't play with it. But it was funny because I think because London Hill has been on the show a couple times. I know we gonna talk about London later, but I think when I put out like a little freestyle and a little interview with London at the beginning of this year, Lola commented on it, and then I literally got put on with Lola during that time. And then it's so funny that's kind of like, in a sense, I mean, I've been knowing about you, but this is, in a sense, that's kind of what happened this time.
Yeah, it's like the domino effect of the girls. That's how the girls is out here. We moving.
The girls is killing it.
Out here,
you know what I'm saying?
And we keeping this shit lit right now.
Because I be saying, I'm like, yo, I want to get like, I love when I'm able to really get all the female MCs on this show. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I be like, because everybody be putting me on. I'm like, I got to get everybody on here. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are really killing it out here. Your feature game lately, oh my God, crazy. Like you've been delivering. And I want to get into all of that. But I noticed online that this was like, you hadn't done an interview in a while.
Yeah,
I haven't. It's been quite a while.
I've been back and forth between here and LA, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you're based out of here right now.
Yeah, I'm based out of New York right now. Yeah.
And I feel like you got a new energy now.
I'm a mom now, so maybe
you are. Well, you are a mom now, but I feel like with your records, it's like, because I was even checking out some of like I did the YouTube thing where I scrolled all the way down on the YouTube page,
yeah.
and I was checking out some of the records from like 5 years ago. But I feel like even what you're doing now, I feel like there's a new energy. It feels like, obviously, knew you because you're a mom now too, but I feel like your energy is different now, and I kind of wanted to give, and I like giving people the little backstory of the artists who come on my show, because I feel like sometimes your story isn't told completely. So for the people, and you got a lot of new fans now too.
Yeah.
So for the people who are just tapping into you, let them know where you from, how we first. I know how we first got started in this music stuff.
Ooh, shit. Well, I'm from Brooklyn, East New York, Cypress Hills Projects. I was hanging out. I used to hang out in the city a lot. Like it was like a whole scene in the city, and I was like, damn, this shit is lit. Like, so I had met up with my homeboy 40,000.
Okay.
He was rapping and all that shit. They had like a whole thing going on. They had this spot called the Fun House, and everybody used to go there. It was like a bunch of different artists. So many different artists used to just be in and out of there. And we went to the Fun House, and 40 and them was rapping and shit. And then one day I'm like, yo, I could rap too. And they like, Billy, please. I'm like, nah, I could rap too. So I started rapping, and then they was like, oh shit, you can really rap. Okay, we gotta take you to the studio. Then they took me to the studio probably like the next day, and I laid my first track. It was trash. No, it wasn't that trash, but it was trash.
But it wasn't what you are now, obviously.
Yeah, definitely not what I am now, but it was lit. And then I started performing with him, like I was like his hype man and all of that. And then I just started rapping myself. Like I got locked up a couple times, and I was like, okay, well, not locked up, but I got arrested a couple times. And the last time I got arrested, I'm like, I gotta take this rap shit serious, because I'm doing too much of this street shit and this performing and all of that shit. That shit is lit. So I could curse, right?
Yeah, of course.
So I'm like, this performing and everything, this is more where it's at. So I just started taking music a little bit more serious, but I was still not like all the way serious with it, because I kind of didn't figure it out yet. But then probably about, I'm gonna say like 5 years ago, I was like, I forget what song went really good, and I was like, oh shit, okay, yeah, we got to take this real serious.
We gotta take this to the next level.
Yeah. And then I was here, then I went to LA. I linked up with Scheme from LA, and he had me in Atlanta. We was working with DJ Drama and
dope.
what's Yeah.
Oh, Don
Cannon and
Cannon.
DJ Trauma. I'm sorry, my memory is so shot. But yeah, we was working it, and I got on Schemes, one of Schemes tapes, and then from there I was like, okay, yeah. Then I started like doing the music for real.
That was so. What was it like working with Drama and Cannon and Atlanta?
Well,
That's legendary.
Yeah, no, it was. It was in that studio. Oh my God, Mean Streets is like, it's so crazy. You bump shoulders with everybody. Like everybody. One time I'm in the studio, I'm recording, and then Young Thug opened the door like. I was like, oh shit! Like that's around the time like Uzi was getting big too. So Uzi was in the set. Uzi and Scheme was real cool. So it was dope just being in that environment and getting to work with so much different people and seeing how they work and just seeing how everything goes. Like it was dope.
And I like how you were like, okay, like this is the last time I'm getting arrested. I'm going to take this music stuff seriously. Because sometimes like it's when it comes to when you're an artist and when this has happened X amount of time. Sometimes it's hard to like really make these decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like these are very big life choices that you're just like, I need to like focus on this. You know what I'm saying?
Because you doing it with your friends and it feels like it's just a fun thing, but like if you take it serious, it could really pay your bills and change your life. So it was like I had to really sit down like, damn, I got this talent. Let me just take it serious and stop playing around and mess up my life fucking being in the streets. So I just was like, yeah, let me do it. And I kind of like dive headfirst into it. And it's been good. It's been going good.
And even like with this, so with COVID the past year, I think 2020 you didn't really drop too much stuff, right? But this year we back. You got a bunch of records out, a bunch of features. And of course, you became a mom. Within 2020 for you, did you kind of feel we're not really putting out a lot of music? Like, what was that experience like for you?
It was so weird because coming out of 2019, going into 2020, I was recording so much, like so much. My energy was on 1,000. I'm like, yeah, oh yes, this is lit. About to drop this tape. We was in the studio literally like every night recording new songs. Every time I would go back to the studio, I'm recording another song. He's like, yo, I thought you said you was finished. I'm like, I got one more song in me. This shit is hard. Like I kept getting beats and it was just like, it was going so well. And then boom, COVID just hit. And it was like, do I hold this? Do I put it out? Like I was so confused. And then I'm not like the bigger artists, they was still getting to perform in the South, wherever it was still open and stuff. And
Atlanta,
yeah. So then it's like, okay, my songs ain't lit there. So everything just kind of went on pause. It was confusing. Didn't really know what to do. Like, or if we was going to even be able to do music again ever. Like, I don't know. COVID felt like the world was really coming to an end.
Yeah, it did for the first like month, right?
everything being closed, it was just like, whoa, like there's no food in the supermarkets. We scavenger hunting and stuff like that. I was like, damn, what the hell did the world just come to? But yeah, it was hard. I didn't know what to do. So we just didn't drop that much. And then I found out I was pregnant. So I was kind of like, all right, let me just fall back and see how all of this goes. And then I came back to New York like when I was like 8 months pregnant. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm about to start recording again because this shit, like, I can't just like not do nothing. Like my fan base, I just got to keep going. You was on your
Cardi B shit rap in the studio while pregnant.
Yes, I was. I had to keep going because it was just like, okay. It felt like the world was kind of coming back too. I'm like, let me just get in the mix right now before it be too late. Like, just get ready to come back out.
How old is your
my
child?
son?
Yeah.
He's 9 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he just turned 9 months.
So, going off that experience now, how do you feel like that kind of changed your perception on like everything going on? Well, in the world, but of course with yourself and that.
It just made me take things more serious and be more like on time with things and just do things more professionally, because it's like I can't play with my time now. Like he has to get all my time. So when I do make my time for my music and everything, I'm like, let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done right, because we got to keep this ball rolling. It helped me a lot though. It helped me become more serious with stuff and like really like take myself and my craft seriously. So it's been working. Like. Taking things more serious, it's helped. I'm seeing the progress. It's like boom, 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 boom. We like, oh shit, okay, yeah, this is dope.
And now you balancing the motherhood with that too. So that's like that has to be like I'm sure, like you said, it definitely probably has taught you to appreciate the time that you have to also make the music too.
Yes, I appreciate every little second now because every minute counts. Like every minute counts.
And with one of these new singers, so with Trust the Process, what I loved, and the video was really great for it too, you had like this voicemail, which I asked you before this because I needed to know off the camera, because I didn't want to say it on the camera and then I'd sound crazy. Because I was like, you know what, this is like, so the voicemail is like someone basically telling you that you need to have more like what, sex appeal? Is that kind of what it was going for? And which I believe there is probably a female rapper out there who has that same voice message on her phone. Yeah. But I had to ask to make sure that wasn't actually like a real message that you got.
That wasn't an actual real message, but he basically said what was being said at the time. Like that was like the whole everybody. And it's so weird because at that time, what song was it? Where You From? Like, you know, I got like a heavy gang aesthetic in my music. So it was like real aggressive and all of that, but it was moving, like everything was moving. They're like, oh, the Crip Girl. Everybody who was knowing me was like, oh yeah, the Crip Girl, the Crip Girl,
the Crip Girl.
Yeah, like they like the Crip Rapper Girl, the Crip Rapper Girl. So it was the music was getting to places, it's getting to labels, it's getting to important people. Then when people come on my page, they be like, oh, such and such follow her. This one follows her. A lot of important people know her. So what's going on with the situation? And then everybody has their opinion on what they think I should be doing. And it's like, if I was doing that, I probably wouldn't have got to you. You know, like me doing what I'm doing is how you even got to see me. So let me just do what I do. You know, you might not understand it right now because it's not for everybody, right. But you'll understand in the long run. Like, you know, it's just, like I can't just make up some fake shit. This is just what I am. So it's just what I'm giving you. Like,
right. It reminds me of something that I had BFB the Pac-Man, shout out my guy on the show not long ago, and something that he said that kind of reminds me of this was, he was like, yo, if I came out rapping like Fab, or if I came out rapping like Benny the Butcher, or try to be perceived like one of them, I wouldn't be here today. He's like, I got here today because of who I am, of how I rap, and because of who I am on the internet, because he got big. He got big online first.
Yeah.
So I think that's interesting that you bring up that point, because it's like, you know, people want like, I guess, a certain aesthetic for female rappers, whether it be like the City Girl aesthetic or like the Nicki Minaj, Cardi B aesthetic. But then it's like, you know, you look at male rappers and there's so many different type of male rappers. You feel me? Like, so why can't there be X amount of type of female rappers too?
People just have a perception on how they feel like females should act and how they feel like females should dress and talk and da. So, you know, I don't get mad, but it's just like, you gotta understand, like, everybody's not the same. Everybody's not the same. And sometimes people just hate what they don't understand, you know? So it's like, you don't understand it, but just open your ears, open your eyes, just sit back and just watch. You're gonna get it sooner or later. But yeah, I'm the only person that, well, at the time, I was like the only female that was like doing what I was doing, and it was getting to people. But you know, sometimes guys be so hard on females, especially like label people, because they feel like they work through who they work with and they know what they know. So it's just like, so that's where Trust the Process kind of came from. It's like, listen, I know y'all got y'all credentials, y'all did what y'all did, but I'm gonna do me, because that's the only way this is gonna work. Right. Like you can't. I'm not no cookie cutter type rap chick. Like, you gotta take what comes with it. I'll work with you. Like, we could work with it to see how we can make it go, elevate, but I'm not just gonna do what you say. Like, I'm not a puppet. So
right. You're not someone who is there to be like manufactured into something that they're not.
Exactly. Like, because my stance always, it was like, I started this doing what I do because I know that I'll be good regardless, you know. Like, I'm always do this. This is me. So I'm gonna always do it the way I want to, because I'm gonna always be able to feed myself. It's like, I'm good. Don't try to act like if I don't do what you say, I'm not gonna eat at night. I'm gonna always be good. I'm always going, and you know, and the genuineness, it's just gonna work. It's gonna always work over some fake shit.
Right. No, and you honestly, you do get the love too. Yeah. Because I've told you, like, so many people have come on here and they've thrown your name in the mix of, like, you know, people who have it going on, and of course, you know, people who have records with you out right now. So I think that, you know, I always say that the most genuine form of really getting put on is just by the word of mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Word of mouth is so strong and so good.
Yeah.
And yeah.
It's like I mean, this is a little different analogy, but it's like how the most powerful people in the music industry have like 300 followers, but every single person and their mom knows their name, from like from like the people at the top of the label to the people in the projects who are trying to get on. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows that, like, oh, this is the guy or this is the girl that I have to go to, or this is the person that is like at the head of like this label or like, you know, this whatever.
Yeah.
They know that that's like the person, but that's through word of mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's and how I feel like your come up is like very much like just through people just genuinely fucking with you and you being a good person to other people.
Yeah, my stance in the whole, like, when I started rapping, I'm like, I gotta take over the streets, because like the streets is like, especially with it being hip hop, this is you know, it's the streets.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
So word of mouth, if you hearing some shit, that's where it comes from. As soon they'll get to the masses, but once you captivate the streets, it's like, okay, you good, yeah, your name is good. Like,
yeah, because you're certified. Everybody fuck with you. Yeah. Like you said, like you have a lot of people that follow you. Like if I went on, because I always have like the Instagrams ready. Like if I went on your Instagram right now and I like looked at some of the people that follow you, it's like a lot of people I fuck with, like Kai Cash, K Goddess, Little Houseful, which is kind of funny. And just like Vina, like it's all people who I genuinely fuck with. London, Lola, On Point, list goes on and on and on. You got a lot of people from the West Coast. Oh, well, you was out in LA,
yeah,
right?
I was in LA.
But like even that, you're just like, you notice that and you're like, yeah, this person, like, Cash. Oh, I didn't know you know Cash. I love Cash Cobain.
Oh yeah.
You know Cash Cobain? we gonna get to that in a second. But it just shows that like, yo, you have like this different type of like energy about you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a manufactured thing, because you could see when it's like manufactured by a label and like people, it could be like a manufactured artist from New York by a label who didn't have that come up and didn't really do the groundwork, and then you go on their page, and again, followers aren't important, but like when you see who they know, that's important. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's
those mutuals. I feel like that's the first thing people be like, who knows this person? Oh, you know, okay. Like, that shit can get you through the door sometimes. People be like, oh, you know my boys. Okay, dope.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you're not gonna just be around certain people or be in certain rooms if you're not a certain person, you know?
Exactly.
So that is like, okay, I know that you good, like. And yeah, that's good. And I have no PR, nothing to just be walking me through the doors. It's just you doing the work yourself. So, and then when people hear of me, or when they talk to somebody that they know that knows me, they're like, oh yeah, she's like,
yeah, I fuck with her. Like how they come on here and they're like, yeah, I fuck with her heavy.
Yeah.
So you're like fully independent right now. Or do you have a deal? Like, what's your situation?
I have a situation. I don't know if we can speak on it.
Okay, so don't speak on it if you don't got to speak on it.
Situation, but I'm still independent. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you feel like has been like the biggest challenges for you to overcome as an independent artist?
Shit, just doing everything your damn self. Like,
respectfully,
that shit is crazy. Like having to deal with people. Sometimes I like. It's just like, I don't know how to talk to people on the business part. I'm just like myself, and I'm like, that I can't do that. I gotta kind of put on a mask and act like I'm this professional person that I'm not, because I have to make sure that I keep this bridge open. But then you just be like, what the fuck? Why? Like, I don't want to talk to these people. Like, but you have to do it. Yeah, like you got to do it. Like you got to be the artist, the manager, the PR. You got to be everybody all in one, and just, you know, get it done. Thank God I have a good business partner that helps me, but it's just us. Like, it's no big team. It's just us. But I mean, it's not bad. Like, I like it like this because I got creative control over everything. I could just do what I want. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind having the help of the big team. Right. But, you know, it got to be the right team, because sometimes they could steer you the wrong way. So I like having, just going off of my own opinion and judgment and stuff. Right.
So when you hop on records with people, it's more like, that's more just off the strength of you knowing people and fucking with them and kind of that like, genuine
people hit friendship. Me up if I feel like, if I don't know you and I feel like, okay, well, this will benefit both of us, then I just get on the track. Like, there's been plenty of people I just hopped on the track and they be like, oh my God, you really gonna get on it? I'm like, yeah, well, I just dope track. Like, so let's do it. But most of the time it's from people I know that just be like, yo, Billy, let's do something. I love collabing with people, like, cause I like myself to even hear myself on different stuff and see how versatile I could get, like working with different people and stuff like that. So, and I feel like it's just preparing you for like the big features, like the big collabs.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, let's do it. I like the challenge.
Yeah, like the Don't Play With It, which is so catchy, by the way. With Lola, like I thought that was dope because when Lola first told me about it back in May or June, I was like, oh, this sounds dope. You know what I'm saying? Like I had heard of you, and I was like, this is gonna be a dope record. And then when it came out, I was like, oh yeah, this fire. You know
I don't even think that neither of us expected how crazy it's going crazy right now. We're like, oh, okay, Lola is very dope. She already be going viral and crazy and shit. But the way that the streets is just embracing that song so much right now is like, oh shit, okay, oh my God, he was in the car with somebody the other day and they was like, yeah, my homegirl, they just dropped the song. And then he's like, what's the song? And they start playing Don't Play With It. I'm like, oh shit.
He was like, well, actually.
Yeah, so it's dope. Like it's getting around, like it's really getting around. It's fire. Like once Lola sent it to me, I'm like, come on, you know I gotta get on this. Dizzy on the beat, Dizzy body, everything. So,
come on.
Like it was a no-brainer.
Speaking of people who naturally just come up in conversation.
Then the video.
Dizzy.
Dizzy Fanco. Shout out to Dizzy.
Shout out Dizzy, man, my brother.
The video just went even stupider. I feel like that's what's making it get around right now. Because when you watch the video and you see, it's like, oh shit, these are some real Brooklyn chicks.
Yeah.
They had the whole Brooklyn outside. They shutting down the blocks, bikes. It was really crazy. You could just feel the authenticity and you could feel the Brooklyn in there. It's like if you're not from Brooklyn, you watch that video, you go like, damn, I want to go to Brooklyn.
Even the cops like roll by in that video too, right?
Yeah, the cops roll by. They can't do nothing. We already had the block on smash. They can't do nothing.
I love that. Even like Lola always be on site. Like Lola just this little ball of fire who always be ready to smoke everything.
Lola is like a big package wrapped up in a little small body. Like she is so fire though. So fire. So genuine. Like so genuine.
And then also like the Fergie record, which recently came out, which was
shout out to Fergie too. That's my boy.
Yes, they shout out to Fergie. They played that at the Busy Banks party. That was fire. That record is a smash too.
Yeah, that one gets around too. A lot of people, even when I go to Harlem, people be like, "That's the girl that was on the Fergie shit." Oh shit!
That's the girl that's on the Fergie shit. I'm dead. Do people actually like will come up to you and say that? Or
yeah, when a couple times we was in Harlem and people was like, "Oh my God, you was on that song with Fergie Baby, right? The Freak song." I'm like, oh yeah.
That shit, like that'd be
I
literally
love
gets stuck
going
in my
Harlem
head
too. It's so much life in Harlem. Like people be like, it's so lit out there. I love it.
And it's like, and like the uptown stuff, especially with the drill, is like getting crazy now. Like after this, I'm supposed to interview Shy EK, and
that's my boy. Shout out to Shy.
And it was funny because like I always check the temperature when I have like rappers from New York City back to back because I never know. And you're like, oh yeah, that's my boy, and I'm like, okay, cool, we good. But I think it's cool because it like, and then when I was going through your followers, when I was like, oh yeah, she tapped in with like what's going on in the Bronx too.
Yeah. Everything New York City, I'm on it because we be on YouTube all day.
Oh, like, so you definitely see the Bronx,
yeah,
the Bronx
I see everything. Stuff. I see everything. Interviews, I see everything. Like I be all on top of it. I mean, this is my mix. So
right,
I just be like in the know what's going on. I hate to be one of them rappers like I don't know anybody. I just focus on myself. Like nah, I'm in the mix. I want to see everything that's going on. But you gotta be, especially being an artist. You go into certain studios and shit. You gotta be on point, knowing like what's going on, because you don't want to get caught up or like you put yourself in a situation that you ain't even really know was deep and shit be deep, like so yeah, I be having my ears to the streets and I just stay on top of everything.
No, and I love that because I also love just seeing like the Brooklyn to the Bronx connection when I get to like talk about it because that's really cool to like see because like this show I try to like bridge gaps and like people show love to other people. You know what I'm saying? Like just kind of bring people together. So when you're like, oh yeah, I already know him, I'm like, oh that's amazing.
Yeah,
that's amazing because there's so many of them up there who are doing the thing. And I know, and I'm not gonna say all the names because a lot of people got beef with each other, whatever. But it's dope that's like they're kind of in the place where Brooklyn drill was back in like 2017, 2018, you know what I'm saying? Where they're just starting out.
The Bronx drill is going crazy. And I like that the music is listenable too. Like like it's dope. Like it's
Yeah,
dope
it's
music.
hard.
Like you can't even front. Like this should be dope. So I like that. And it's a lot of them that's doing their thing right now too. They numbers be crazy. They numbers be crazy.
OD. So could we ever expect a record with you and one of them? Maybe Sha.
Me and Sha have a song.
You and Sha. Is that out already? Did I see that?
No, it's not out. It's
Okay.
not out, but we do have. A song.
Look, that's because I've said this to you a few times. Because I'd be like, wait, because I look on streaming services.
Yeah.
And sometimes I forget to like go through the YouTubes because I forget that like we in this time period in New York too where people will just drop exclusively on YouTube, and that's happened to me a few times in the interviews. And I'm like, yo, it's not because I'm not looking. It's just that I just don't think to go on YouTube half the time.
Yeah, nah. And then some artists be just dropping their shit randomly, like, I just put it out. But nah, we have a track together, but it's not out.
It's not out yet, but it's coming.
Yeah, it should be coming soon.
Oh, I love that. Is it like super like raw, like energy wise?
It's real. It's real. It's rough.
I'm excited.
It's dope. Like I don't want to give it away, but it's dope. It's dope.
Who are some other people out here that you really want to connect with, since you kind of on this run of really kind of linking with the people doing the records, doing a lot of collabs. You on a good run right now.
I done did so much features with some that's not out, some that's out. I done connected with a lot of people, so I don't even know who's out that we didn't connect with yet. That I feel like I connected. We linked with,
but like actually like did a song like do a song with someone that you haven't gotten to do a song yet. Not so much like, oh, let me go meet them. Like what? Okay.
I mean, but I got a song with Fetty.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, of course I do a song. I mean, that's like no brainers. Rowdy,
of course, Bobby.
Yeah, come on, all day we doing it. But I'm supposed to be working with K Goddess soon.
Okay,
that'll be a good. I feel like it's gonna be a dope turnout. Damn, I can't. You helped me with that question because I never really thought about.
You never really thought who else you want to work with like that?
Yeah, because I just know that if I do want to work with somebody, I just hit them up and it'll probably get
happens,
done.
yeah.
So it's never somebody I'm like, damn, I really want to get next to this person. Like,
well, you mentioned K Goddess, and that kind of brings me to like the other female rappers. Like going back to that, you got a record with London Hill on the way too.
Yeah, I got a record with London Hill on the way.
Salute London, my sis. Also,
yeah, shout out to London. I also have. I forgot to tell you. I also have a little mini tape. A little mini like EP that's gonna be coming out really soon with MonROLLUP.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and Smocca Locca.
This is fun. When is this coming out? Why did you tell me about this before the interview?
Sorry.
You gotta hit it with me like mid interview. I'm like, damn. Normally I like find all this shit out before.
We recorded the tape. We got to do like the last session like.
Just to kind of like mix, master, finish everything. Got you.
I don't know if I should be saying this, but we supposed to be dropping on the 10th. So
on the 10th. Oh man, so it might be out by the time y'all watching this.
Yeah.
So if it's out or if it's not, because I feel like dates could change all the time.
Yeah,
so it's either it's out right now. It's out right now or it's coming out.
We all agreed on the 10th, so it should be coming out the 10th.
It's the day after my birthday.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Leo gang, yes.
Oh gosh, I'm surrounded by Leos. Oh God.
Are you a Leo?
Yes.
My dog.
Today's
your birthday? Yo, happy birthday, gang. I'm sorry, y'all. Happy birthday, bro.
Leos, oh my God. Whatever.
Leo gang.
I love me some Leos, but Lord Jesus, y'all run my life.
What's the tape called again?
It's called The Blueprint.
Okay.
By the Blue Pearls.
So if it's out, make sure y'all go stream it. Because y'all know I be taking time to get interviews out. I apologize. I got a lot of folks on this show.
Nah, it's dope. It's some dope tracks on there. We already finished 2 videos, so.
Oh, dope.
It's going to be like a cool little rollout. But yeah, Marilyn, Smocca, K Goddess, Connie Diamond, London Hill, Lola Brooke. These is all like this.
Damn.
That's
everybody. Well, not everybody, but it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That's fire. I love that.
Yeah. My Little Miss Chit Chat.
I've heard of her.
She's shout out to Little Miss Chit Chat. That's my baby mama. She's like, yo, you probably one of the only female rappers that really like be connected with everybody in New York. And I'm like, damn, I kind of really do, especially like with the females, like all the dope females, Kaya baby,
Salute Kaya, yep.
Like I'm in tune with all of them. So yeah, I guess it's lit. But I feel like
look how proud she is of being in tune with everybody. She's like, yeah, I'll be out here, I'll be in the mix, I'll be with them.
I know what's going on. Nah, yeah, I think it's dope. Especially for females, because sometimes the female shit could get real catty. And I only had one little situation.
Okay, we ain't gotta talk about it. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all
they
good.
know. The peoples know.
The guys be worse. The guys be worse.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. But yeah, my energy, my vibe is like come on, if you don't like me, that's something that you going through personally.
Right.
Because I don't even. I'm doing my whole own thing.
You doing your thing. You
So,
keeping it going.
Yeah.
And we got Buck 50 Reloaded, right? On the way?
Yes, Buck 50 Reloaded is definitely on the way. We going. It's been so long. What was that? Came out in 2015. So we gonna do like how Nicki just did with the.
Ooh. Were you inspired by that, or did you have this idea before?
Yeah. Oh well, no, I was inspired by that. Like because we listened to it and I'm like, damn, some of these songs is still dope, and then a lot of my new fans haven't heard of it. So we might just, but I got some new songs that we gonna throw on top of it. So it's not gonna just be like a couple songs. It's gonna probably be like half and half.
Oh, I love that. That's a good idea. That idea of like kind of re-releasing the old music, but with new records to kind of get new fans familiar the way Nicki did it is like really dope. Like it's a really good idea. Like people need to. Yeah.
And then I feel like some of those songs is timeless. So it's like I'm a show y'all with the way I blend it. It's gonna be dope. It's gonna be good.
That's dope. So what else do we have on the way from you? What else do people got to be on the lookout for?
Shit, I don't want to get them too much because you start telling people, they be like, oh, I knew that already. No, but I think that's the most. That's about everything, right? Yeah. The tape coming out. That's the most recent thing. So. And then the London track that's coming right behind it. So those two.
There's a lot of. I'm excited to have you like dropping music like at this rate again. Like that's kind of exciting, and I'm sure it must be exciting for you too, just to kind of be able to like feel that freeness of just I'm gonna drop now, and no one can tell me otherwise.
Yeah, it is. It's dope. It's dope. It feels very liberating, very liberating. But it's good because I just get to like get my creativity out and just
go crazy
work.
with it.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. Well, okay, so. We got the projects, more music videos, a bunch of features. Is there anything else that we missed? Because you hit me with that last minute addition to the interview. I don't want to.
No. That's. I believe that's it. But yeah, that's it.
I'm excited. I'm especially excited to see you do some Bronx drill shit. Like it's.
Yeah, that Shy song that should be dope. We gotta see about what's going on with the video. We gotta get that together. But.
Well, you can see it. He about to be. Hopefully, he's about to walk up in here, and you could be like, "Yo, where's the video at?"
Word.
But we gotta have you go do a freestyle. I appreciate you being here with me. This is very exciting.
Thank you for having me. You already know this is a dope platform, and I'm happy I'm up here.
Thank you for answering my DM so quickly. I honestly didn't expect you to answer my DM for a few days.
Look, people be like, "Oh, you Hollywood, you don't be answering it." I'm like, I do answer when I see things. I answer and I respond promptly. Like I am very professional. Okay, don't play with me.
Nah, but not even like that. In like the sense of like. I don't look at my DM requests because I just don't like going in there. I don't like putting myself through that pain because sometimes it get a little crazy in there.
For
you know what I'm saying?
An artist on the come up, that's like your bread and butter. You know, you don't want to miss no good opportunities. Missing out on them DMs. So you better go into the primary, the general, the top request, the regular request. You gotta go check all that shit and be on it because it be features, it be interview, it be all type of things in there, and you be acting all Hollywood and you miss your opportunity on things. I missed plenty of opportunities just being high, like, oh shit, I didn't even see that. Like, right. So like I said, I'm doing everything myself, so I gotta be on top of everything, like emails, DMs, all that.
Before we go, do you have any last minute, like, I don't know, since we talked about independent stuff and whatnot, do you have any last minute gems or kind of bits of knowledge for these young female rappers coming up out here that may look up to you in this sense?
Damn, well, with the female rappers, I say just stay ready so you ain't got to get ready because it's going to be so much things back to back to back. And if you're really taking it serious, you're going to want to make sure that you on point with everything that you're doing. Stick to your guns. Don't let people just bully you around because this industry is full of sharks. So you got to make sure you be a shark too, even if you got to go make you a little fin and put that shit on the back of your head. You make sure that you be a shark too and you stand your ground and you just do what you got to do and just stay professional and always think about the future because watch what you do because you never know where something might end up or something might come back to haunt you. It's very, like people be doing anything because they just want to get on. But like, don't be so thirsty you drink the poison. Like.
That's a bar. That's a bar, and that's a great place to end it. Yeah. Thank you so much for being here with me. Let the people know where they can follow you at. Anything else you want to put in there? Now's the time to do it. This camera right here.
Right here. Okay, you can follow me at THC Billy B on everything. THC BILLY B on everything. Facebook, Instagram. On TikTok, I'm Billy Blue, TAC Billy Blue. But everything, once you type it up, all my stuff is gonna come up. So TAC Billy B.
Boom. Well, thank you so much again for being here. I look forward to everything. A lot of, well, I would name everything, but there's so much on the way. A lot of new music on the way. Make sure you tap in, follow her, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Subscribe, baby. I got some vlogs coming out too on YouTube, showing a little behind the scenes, everything I'll be doing. So
Boom, it's right there. Make sure y'all tap in. Until next time, Billy B on the radar, baby.
You already know.
Appreciate you. Boom.